What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy M. Davis and A. This the infamous, most hated Riding Out All Day podcast. And today, I got an OG host back on the pod. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Introduce yourself, pimp.
What's good? It's your man Reg, aka DVP, aka Moses, original OG.
Oh shit! I got the OG back in the building, fucking with your boy. Man, how you been, dog?
Man, I'm enjoying life. You know, left Vegas, came down here, and it's Vegas every day. If you want to include the humidity with it, so I should have stayed my ass in Vegas.
Out there with that nigga at the locust, don't stop locusting. I hear the motherfuckers right now.
I didn't think geckos made sounds, but them niggas scream.
Hold on. You said the geckos scream out there?
The lizards scream, nigga. Don't nobody tell you nothing different, dog. I done became one with the animals off this bitch.
Wow. For y'all that don't know, that's Reggie. He took his talents to the DR. He got the fuck up out of America.
Yeah.
Enjoying himself, newly married. Congratulations.
Yeah, I got a story behind all that too. I mean, not behind the marriage, but behind.
I was about to say, oh shit, nigga, what's going on?
Behind the process of it, I did a lot of shit ass backwards, as you probably would expect because you know me. So I got married on a Friday, had my bachelor party on the following Monday and Wednesday.
Wow.
Don't judge me.
Wow.
I'm in love with my wife.
I heard that, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any advice for niggas trying to get married?
If y'all ain't ready,
all right, next topic.
If the niggas ain't ready, don't waste nobody's time.
I heard that. So I had to bring Reggie on because I knew he would talk that shit and be just as fucking polarizing as I am. What's the weather out there right now before we get it cracking?
Last 3 weeks has been 85 with 70% humidity. So in Vegas terms, it's been about 102, 103.
God damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
And they just took a shark out the ocean up the beach a couple miles. And I already didn't go out there above my ankles since last summer. The sharks was coming up on shore out in Florida and shit. When they pulled that big ass shark out of the beach that I was going to at one point in time and snorkeled in, oh no, bro, I got a pool in my backyard. I'm about to get at some work.
You said fuck that shit. I heard that. I ain't fucking with no sharks. Hell no. I ain't even fucking with no water. Shit. So I guess I won't be coming out there to surf.
You ever heard of a fucking shark attack in Vegas? You safe, nigga. You safe as a motherfucker.
No flights for me, pimp. Speaking of flights, did you hear this shit about low-cost airlines is introducing standing-only flights?
Bro, how much it costs? I'm on it.
I mean, if it say low cost, then it can't be too expensive. Now let's put a hypothetical. Let's say it's $100, $200 cheaper than a regular flight. You fucking with it? Vegas to New York?
Yeah, because they're gonna be paying me money. It's $200 cheaper than my TV shit.
Hey,
I'll put you like this: it wouldn't work leaving Vegas, bro. Oh God, the standing room.
Hey, they just finna turn it into a. Hey, they just turn it into.
That's all I gotta say.
They just turn it into a fucking subway. You might as well. It's a subway in the air.
Yeah, you sitting there hanging on to your shit, motherfuckers beeping and shit. If you got standing room only, bro. I mean, I don't know why this ain't been Spirit or Frontier saying this shit, bro. But coming from Vegas and folks be lit getting on their airplanes, bro. Oh man, I want to be on that inaugural flight, bro.
You know what they gonna look like?
What's his name?
Remember Michael Jackson from the Oz when he was on the as a scarecrow on that motherfucking on that stand up there talking about you can't win.
Oh my God.
they gonna be tied up looking like that nigga. Jesus on the cross looking ass niggas.
Yeah, I mean, how they gonna be? I mean, they can't fly in the United States without some type
Yeah.
of FAA shit. So this got to be which country was that?
I ain't gonna lie, whatever Ryan Air is, I have no clue. But standing room only. Do you get judged by business class now? You know how first class judge business class?
So is the first goat free?
What the fuck?
That's what it sounds like to me,
Nigga, imagine dropping your fucking AirPods and you gotta unbuckle yourself, slide out from where you at, and then is it gonna be a motherfucker next to you? Like, are y'all gonna be in threes?
60 degrees, nigga. Like, ain't no rows. How you gonna be in rows? Nigga, when that motherfucker taking off, bro, what is you holding on to? What is holding on to you?
Nigga, that it might low key. You know how you do the standing up roller coasters? I'm imagining something like that.
So you gonna fly with your feet dangling 4 hours to New York from Vegas? Hell,
nigga, I would only do it from like Vegas to LA or Vegas to like, you know, a little 30 minute flight. You know, other than that, ain't no fucking way.
I mean, at least give a nigga a milk crate to sit on for at least 20 minutes for that whole 4 hours. Let me sit down for 20 minutes.
What you gonna do when turbulence hit, nigga?
Nigga,
like
where
what
you
the
gonna
fuck?
be? Where you gonna start at? Where you gonna end up at when turbulence hit, nigga?
How the fuck you eat your snacks?
Nigga, you
like
look, you gonna be flailing around like that little thing in the back of your throat, bro. You gonna be flailing around that motherfucker.
Niggas gonna hand you a drink from the fucking, you know, shit that drop down for your oxygen. Then your drink gonna come down like that. You gonna have to.
And the crazy straw. You gonna need that shit, nigga. Oh God.
You fucking with it though?
I got a feeling wherever that motherfucker fly, I ain't gonna be though, dog. Whatever country that motherfucker in that ain't got no regulations. And I don't want to say no names because, you know, I got friends in every ethnicity.
Yeah, I can't be up 30,000 feet for more than 5 hours. Fuck that shit.
Hold on your feet at 30,000 feet for 4-5 hours, bro.
Yeah. Nigga, imagine talking to the nigga next to you like, what up, bro? Where y'all good? How the kids? You can't get on the iPad. You can't do shit. You can't even fall asleep, nigga.
Nigga, you holding on to something with something. So if you on your phone, you can text. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But imagine talking about, bro, I got a ticket to Dubai for $150. Nigga, 13, 14 hours to Dubai standing up, nigga.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That could be a flying riot.
What if they add, you know what I'm saying, to the trips to Dubai, you could do VIP standing area. Instead of first class is foot class. You know what I'm saying? Where you can go sip some champagne and shit. They hand you champagne while you standing up, but it's a little VIP area for only standing motherfuckers.
So they gonna be behind the velvet rope.
Nigga, imagine you going to fucking Coach and you walk by some niggas in standing class. You like, you broke ass peasants. I could see the airplane racism already.
But think about it, you walking past them motherfuckers, so y'all all still in the same fucking boat, nigga.
Human carry-ons, my nigga. That's basically what nigga, you got a human carry-on, bro.
So they talking about taking the seats out of the motherfucking airplane to put more niggas in it.
Nigga, they trying to pack them motherfuckers. And just yesterday, I heard Southwest Airlines has stopped doing the free baggage.
Yeah, it's a couple other ones that's starting to charge for bags. But let's go back to the standard room, motherfucker. What if they had a beanbag class, nigga? You got business class and beanbag class.
I'd rather do that than standing.
I think that'd be comfortable as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
No turbulence.
Hell yeah. The turbulence fuck everything up. But nigga, 3 hours on a beanbag, nigga, I'm with that. Until a bad bitch walk by and you looking like a goofball.
That's when the turbulence hit. She fall in your lap. What do you want, nigga? I'm looking at the possibilities.
Wow, I ain't trying to ride no plane that feel like a fucking Six Flags ride. Fuck that. I'ma pass, my nigga.
I mean,
I'ma pass.
well, it's not gonna be around me. I can see Dominican Republic doing that shit, but they don't even fly within the country, bruh. I can't go from here to Santo Domingo on their plane, and the furthest thing for me is Punta Cana, and that's where everybody go. Like my family come down, yo, what's up? We in Punta Cana. I'll be like, you 6.5 hours away. Y'all be safe down that bitch. But I can see them doing some shit like that because we need in-country flights like that. But that shit somewhere, I ain't gonna say it. Like I say, I'm not gonna disrespect nobody.
I am. What about Argentina?
Nigga, I was already apprehensive about the movies leaving out on the first one, nigga. Like, that just proved anything can happen. He coming back to get your ass.
So, if y'all don't know, there was a news article out a couple days ago that a woman in Argentina went out to go watch Final Destination and almost ended up being her motherfucking Final Destination. You heard about this shit?
Bro, I done watched so many videos on TikTok about it. I'm sitting there like, you went to see this movie and this shit happened, and you walked out. Bitch,
Did you hear
home? Don't leave home, because he coming back for your ass.
Death coming for yours. Did you hear her backstory?
I didn't hear the backstory, but I heard what happened to her, and then what the manager the movie theater manager tried to pull off on her and shit like that.
Well, apparently, it was her birthday, and usually she said she hasn't been to the movies in years, but it was her birthday, and she said they had like a deal on the movie. So imagine it being your birthday, you didn't want to go to the movies, but they had a deal on that particular movie, so you went and watched it anyway, and your ass almost died. Then the doctors tell her, if you would have been leaning on an armrest, it could have been fatal for you.
And she's leaning the other way, yeah.
That's crazy.
I bet your ass ain't gonna go to the Palms no more, nigga, on no $5 Thursday.
Nah, it's Santa Fe now. $6 Tuesdays. That shit too far, nigga. You know I'm by the mountains now. Fuck that shit.
Santa Fe, I wouldn't go to that motherfucker anyway.
Yeah, I just throw my vest on. You know what I'm saying? Bring a little blicky. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that shit though, dog. Like imagine that almost being your final destination. Like, what does she do now, nigga? Like, if I even see a water hose going wild and I'm her, I'm running, nigga.
Nigga, I'm gonna go from the premise of the movie. And the doctors kind of gave her a fucked up situation by saying what they said about if you would have been this, it would have been it. I'm not leaving the house, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm getting the power cut off.
But if we stick to the premise of the movie, even the house ain't safe. And you got to think about it like this. What about the other people that was in the movie theater? Are they all entangled in this shit now? Because they low-key, you know what I'm saying, didn't die either. They escaped death.
Death too, because it looked like it should have been a lot more people hurt, but there's much ceiling that fell off of that joint, bro.
Or was this promo for the movie? Because I ain't seen this chick yet. Have you seen her?
No, but let me go through what she said. The manager came to her and was like, "How can we make this right? I just want my money back." I'll be 100, bro. This ain't no third world country I'm in. It's second world. But the last thing these motherfuckers gonna ask for is their money back. Man. They trying to get paid just like we would if it would happen in the States, bro.
Yeah, she tripping.
I just want my money back because I got a bruise on my leg.
I just want to rewind this fucking day until this shit happened. What if she woke up and her people was like, "Let's go to the movies for your birthday"? That bitch would,
You gonna have PTSD. You gonna have PTSD, nigga. Everything she gonna do gonna be outside with nothing over her head. Okay.
This is all I want to say, man. All these foreign countries, including the one Reggie's in, y'all motherfucking structures just be falling, bro. Like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, you saw that shit that happened in Santo Domingo, man.
Yeah.
And for it to make news all around the world, I'll be 100. Ain't no building codes out this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You ever walked into a spot and just felt weird? Like, nah, something off.
Yeah, anything got a tiki roof on it. Like, I mean, come on, hurricanes through this motherfucker.
Like, think about it, my nigga. And this is a serious question. When was the last time you looked at the ceiling in a movie theater?
I'm gonna say I did it before, but I couldn't even tell you when because it was a random thing to do.
Yeah, so you in the movie theater, even at the club, even at the shit that happened in the DR, you ain't worried about the fucking ceiling collapsing on you. Like, that's the last thing on your mind in a dark building with loud music and sound playing. That shit's crazy.
I'm gonna be 100 down here. You might want to look at the ceiling. You might want to look at the flow. Like, look at everything you fucking can out this motherfucker.
But imagine being in that movie theater and a little dust fall on you. You like, damn, this shit 4K DX Ultra. This shit popping. It got real dust on a motherfucking. 2 seconds later, the fucking ceiling falling on your ass.
What the motherfucker fell on you? Was like, is this part of the movie?
Shit. Hey, that shit fall on me, nigga. I'm finna be part owner of the movie theater.
Yeah, that'd be Reggie Cinemas.
Yeah, I'm suing everybody, everything. Nigga, even if the shit wouldn't have hit me, I would have dove under that shit.
I was looking at how when the biggest part fell behind whoever was recording, they'd have never got that dang on recording. I'd have kept that thing hid. I'd have lifted up that one part that was on the row in front of him and laid up under and got a little dust on me. I'd be riding around here in a Bentley.
Yeah, but I'm glad, nobody was hurt. Wasn't no kids hurt in that shit, because that shit could have got ugly. She should have went and saw motherfucking Sinners. That's what she should have did.
No, they've been walking out of Sinners. She'd have walked out and got a roof fell on the ass. I heard about that all the way over here, dog, and that was heartbreaking, because I watched it and I understand why.
Hey, check out my Sinners review if y'all want to hear my piece on it. So the next time I go to the movies, I guess I'm wearing a motherfucking hard hat. Fuck that shit. Hard hat and a bulletproof vest from here on out.
You better wear a life alert, nigga.
Hey, nigga, don't start.
Yeah,
don't start. But yeah, that's fucked up. The infrastructures don't care about your movie nights no more.
No, they don't, bro. Like, that's fucked up, dog. I mean, Argentina's a second world country too. Don't think that's a first world country. So ain't no building standards. That's kind of messed up.
Let me ask you this question: have you ever had a Final Destination moment yourself?
Yeah, in the military. Like I actually died and was resuscitated.
Well, shit, nigga, that ain't Final Destination, nigga. That's almost destination.
Nah, I mean, I died, nigga, and I cheated death. Like, I mean, we ain't none of us gonna cheat it, because ain't nobody on no Methuselah shit out here being 200 something fucking years old. But I felt like I cheated death then. I was resuscitated. So I'm glad I had somebody who knew what the hell they was doing around me.
Yeah, very true. You think Remy Ma and Papoose could resuscitate their relationship?
Not after this past 2 weeks.
You know what I hate about celebrity relationships? And when they break up and they go public and they start talking crazy about each other online. You know the one thing I hate the most is that the celebrity that thinks they're the most famous, they always do the most lying. Because they know the public ain't gonna believe whatever they say. That's just my opinion.
Well, her fans are gonna believe what she say, but then if some of her fans know what her background is and know it was somebody always in the background who made her what her is, that's not gonna believe the bullshit. But yeah, it's always the one who think they got the most clout that's trying to how you want to say, put out the fire before it start and give their little how you want to call it, their little crying ass story and shit. And that's what
yeah.
gave.
Yeah, bitch, you got caught cheating. You
Not
went
only,
public. You was publicly cheating.
not
Ain't
only.
ain't
Go ahead.
ain't nothing else to talk about. Like, if you feel you're the bigger celebrity and you cheated, don't say nothing. Stay silent like your boy did while he was getting cheated on. He didn't say nothing. He kept that shit real, held it down, didn't go public, and then you did when he started fucking with a new bitch doing the same thing you was doing. Come on now.
But he knocked the nigga out too.
Oh, and he knocked your nigga out.
But think about it. His new chick will knock her out.
He better than me because when I see niggas, I'm shooting. Bop, bop, bing, bop, bow.
I ain't gonna catch no felony for nobody.
I ain't gonna catch one either. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so who you team Remy or team Papoose?
I'm gonna have to say I'm more so on Papoose' side, not because he's the man, but the fact that he was the man and he held it down for so long without trying to get no accolades, just trying to push his wife through, and the fact that she did all of that whole live in the house that he left her with everything that he bought.
Yeah, that's wild. And I don't like that taunting shit, bro. That was your wife. And this ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend shit. That was your whole wife. Like, you and her shouldn't be online doing that. And y'all motherfuckers got grown ass kids that's looking at that shit. Y'all got a little child. Y'all might as well go ahead and battle that shit out.
Let me ask you this.
Winner take everything.
Let me ask you this. Who would you rather see put their shit online? A motherfucker who ain't about shit that you went to school with or that you met, that you follow on social media, or them?
A motherfucker that I met on social media.
No, I ain't with nobody ass motherfuckers put their business out there like everybody want to hear it. And shit. Like,
But at least that, at least when somebody do that, you don't know them enough to judge what they got going on. Like, these motherfuckers be thinking they know Remy and Papoose. We don't know these motherfuckers. Sidebar, nigga, Papoose could have cheated first. But Papoose,
but we don't got no proof of it.
but he didn't do it. He didn't do it publicly. He didn't put it out there. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she was messy. She was going to battles with this nigga, fucking on him, all kind of weird shit live on television. Like, if the public know before he know, that shit's wild to me.
Did you see how she blamed him after he when he knocked the dude out? She complained about having to stay with the nigga because
That's, I ain't gonna lie, that was some pimp shit. Now I gotta fuck this nigga some more because you didn't beat the nigga up and shit.
Bruh, that was the lamest shit I ever heard a day in my life.
But that's some shit that a cheater would say. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit a cheater would say, and it came out of her mouth. Like, that's some shit a motherfucker cheating would say. And let's be clear.
She said that, I wouldn't believe it, but she did say that shit.
And let's be clear. As far as Remy Ma goes, she ain't put out shit. She ain't put out nothing hot. Like, low key, she's only relevant because of what she got going on as far as her and Papoose and all this beef shit. And if he been writing her raps, that sucks. And he said it. He was like, I've written all her shit.
Yeah,
So that mean he wrote that Sheether shit when she was dissing Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, he said he can because he said he used to do it on messages or email.
Yeah, his Apple Notes.
Yeah, and he said all they got to do is start typing in the lyric, and the whole thing will pop the fuck up.
That's crazy.
And you know, Apple timestamp every goddamn thing.
How do you know a nigga's writing your rap? How when you know somebody's writing your raps and you got the audacity to play them in public is crazy. Over under, who you got? Carissa Shields or Remy Ma?
I got Carissa in the first 2 seconds.
But you know Remy gonna pull that thing out. She done shot her homegirls.
Well, if it's something organized, it's not gonna look organized when Carissa get done with her ass, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, Carissa, I love that. The crazy part is, you know, they gonna run into each other at some point, and it's gonna get ugly.
I know they almost got into it a couple times.
Yeah, and that those bars ain't gonna help.
I don't know. I don't know if him getting with Clarissa was an upgrade or not. With makeup, she looked good, but we all know who Clarissa is. And
I
Remy ain't
mean,
that hot looking her goddamn self.
well, you got to think he definitely has a type. I'm not gonna say they don't. I'm not gonna say they don't look good. I'm just gonna say that that's his type. You know what I'm saying? Like he like what he like. My thing is as far as career wise, I think he went for the younger, spunkier
Version.
decision. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think if you writing her raps and you go out with her to do all these shows and blah blah blah, like nigga, that shit get tired and after a while. He probably bored of that shit.
Especially if it ain't me and I ain't making this money and I
Yeah,
didn't get to the level you was, but I mean, but he stood behind her when she got to where she was. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. If it wasn't for him, I think a lot of things wouldn't be happening for her right now. And that's another thing I don't like. How you was married to a man and all of a sudden he ugly and broke.
Yeah.
That's bitter.
So
You
they
know what
got
I'm
kids.
saying? Yeah, they got a child together. That's bitter.
So they got
How you gonna
ugly
call
kids.
this? How you gonna call this nigga ugly and you got a child with him
And if you
and
saying
broke?
he took your features, you really that's
Yeah. So you
nobody
calling your
buying
kid ugly? You know what I'm saying? You calling your child ugly? But that's just young, bitter. Let me say anything to motherfuckers is weird. But I was hoping Nicki Minaj would have chimed in and said some dumb shit, but I guess she's
She got her
chilling
own
right
shit
now.
going on right now. But let's revisit the type. Because since you ain't want to say
Fuck you, nigga.
let's go back there. I'm gonna be like this. Okay, yeah, they not ugly, but they are beautifully challenged. Let's call it that.
This nigga said beautifully challenged.
Right?
I think they're beautiful black women. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm gonna just
Black
I'm
love.
gonna say strong black women.
Ain't it crazy though? Like the same fans that was celebrating black love, now they flipped and now it's Team Papoose fuck him or Team Remy fuck her. Like I thought it was love.
Bruh. I don't in this day and age of social media, it's different. It's different how we came up. Like when you had solidarity, you had solidarity. But now, whoever sound like they telling the truth, that's the one you gonna ride with, the one that you can believe the most. And the most outlandish shit might be the damn truth nowadays, though. That's the whole fucked up thing about it.
This is my takeaway on this, guys, for all my people out there. It's easy to love somebody when the light's on, but real love is when the camera's off and it's just two people, history, and the truth. The truth, people. Remy Ma and Papoose know the truth. We don't know the truth. We just speaking on what we speaking on and going off, basing it off of what we see. But them motherfuckers know the truth, which is fucking crazy.
You
Who
sound
would have
like
thought?
the DJ back in the 80s after 11 o'clock.
What's up, guys? This is your boy M. Davis on the Ride Out R&B Smooth section.
Talking about, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Ray Ray. He locked up. You remember that? Remember that one?
Yeah.
He was giving shout out to niggas in jail.
Yeah.
I know he's listening right now, blah, blah, blah. But nah, yeah, I mean, my whole thing is you can't go out of character. If that was the person that you loved up until you fucked up and you loved their dirty draws, and this person really acted as a step or a chair for you to get to where you was, I mean, just how you said, just
Shut the
agree to
fuck up.
disagree. Well, agree to disagree with each other.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but this social media airing they shit out type shit is it's getting played, bro. It's getting.
When was the last time you was aired out on social media?
When the last time I aired somebody on social media?
No, when was the last time somebody tried to air you out on social media?
I think you know the day. 'Cause I can tell you where we was. We was at Hustling.
That's why I asked.
What year was that?
Man, Nothing but a lot of
15, 16?
yeah. It was around there.
Wow. I don't know your ass too long. I ain't really had women that long.
Yeah, the last time somebody tried to out me was probably a couple months ago, but niggas ain't paying attention to that bullshit. Damn.
Well, if anything, I'm hoping for it not to happen again for me.
Oh yeah, speaking of well, this ain't speaking of nothing. Did you hear Trump pardoning Larry Hoover?
Bruh. Alright, that's cool. Because everybody want him to be, everybody in the hood been wanting him to be free that actually roll with his set or whatever.
And he's 70, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, I mean, but no, he can't be that to still be the face of the bullshit because the bullshit's still going, and they got
man, them little YNs ain't listening to that nigga.
They was ready to ride with him when Rick Ross would use his name.
Kanye West and Drake did that concert for him.
Well, this before everybody knew Kanye was piping niggas off.
I think Kanye just a cuck.
That's later on in the podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
That's later on. Oh, because I can't wait. Yeah. But yeah, that whole thing, he got it was Larry Hoover, NBA YoungBoy.
Which is crazy.
Like he I think he trying to hit home with some people, but hold on.
With the fucking niggas. Nigga, you let out Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy. You got the old niggas happy, and you got the young niggas happy, all in one motherfucker. This nigga Trump cold. You know what he was doing.
I think because NBA went out there on his Utah shit. You know how that, especially your ass know how that shit is out there.
I sure enough fuck do. Shout out to Utah.
So he pardoned a dude, John Rowland, former governor of Connecticut. So if you're a former governor, he was in jail. That nigga was bad. NBA YoungBoy, Michael Grimm, a former New York rep, Kevin Eric Baisden. I only know one Baisden, and that's Baisden Live, so I don't know who the hell he is. Mark Bashaw. But this the funny shit. Todd and Julie Chrisley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm like, why this man married to a woman? He gay as hell. Oh, excuse me. Then, I'll leave that alone, but Tanner Marshall Moore and his commutations was Michael Harris and Larry Hoover. So he commuted Larry Hoover's sentence.
Wow. Shout out to Chicago.
So I guess he's still going to have a felony at 70 years old.
Larry Hoover, let me give you the same advice I gave Big Meech when he got out. And he didn't listen. Stay your old ass off the internet. They didn't even have the internet when you went in. Wait, he went in 97?
He went in the 70s, didn't he?
Oh, no, he got recharged. I don't know. I think he got recharged in 97. No, I think he went into 90. I don't know. No, but stay your ass.
Oh, nigga. You going to have me go to Chat GPT on that ass.
While Reggie looks that up, this is my advice. Stay off the internet. Don't do no fucking podcasts. Don't do no interviews. Stay off the internet. Go kick it with the grandkids. Go kick it with the great-great-grandkids. Go catch up. Go get you a motherfucking burger. Go get you some pussy and chill out and live your life. Now, if anything happens to this kingpin while he's out in this next couple months, I'm gonna think it's a conspiracy theory. Cause you see what happened to Rayful Edmonds.
Nigga, I got some shit for your ass. I was 2 years old when this nigga went to jail, nigga.
Damn, you was 2? Oh,
nigga,
fuck.
1973, he was sentenced to 150 to 200 years in prison. Why you be giving out these damn sentences, bruh?
So what happened in 97? He must have got recharged in 97.
He might even went into appeal at that point, But I don't know what do you call it, the length of how long it can be before you appeal.
Yeah, Larry Hoover, stay off the internet. Don't let none of your little young niggas, your young cousins, nephews, your grandkids, do not let them put you on this internet. That should be a rule for people getting out of jail that was in that lifestyle. Stay the fuck off the internet.
Nigga, he went to jail when it was rotary phones. He ain't gonna know how to motherfucking log on to shit.
You be surprised, nigga. Them niggas, Rick Ross probably already called him. I want to do a concert.
You gonna have a car show?
Here, put this T-shirt on.
I'm gonna give you a wing stop. When you supposed to give me your wing stop or some shit?
Man, that's how that nigga's son ended up off of BMF. I mean, yeah, off that show. How you get put off a show called BMF and it's based on your daddy's life, and now you can't even be on the show? That shit is crazy.
For you. Remember how you fucked your money up so you couldn't help your daddy when he got out? Playing your daddy. Like, you really owe your daddy some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I think it's time, Reg.
You sure you want to do this?
Motherfucking Diddy trial.
I
need to know what you thinking. I need to know your takeaways. I need to know what you think of Cassie. I need to know what you think of Diddy. I need to know what you think of the trial so far. I need to know if this is a witch hunt, cause I'm starting to think some shit ain't adding up, my nigga. And that's why we on Diddy fucking No Diddy part 3, cause some shit ain't adding up. Something's fishy here.
And it ain't Cassie's coochie.
Yeah. Now that I heard what she's been doing, it was Cassie's coochie.
She had sores in her mouth, dog. She gave escorts motherfucking STDs, nigga, forever STDs.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Okay, all right, who you want me to give you my lowdown on first?
Man, let's start with Diddy.
Diddy nasty. Like, you know, you see a little kid and they around another little kid, you hear him say, you nasty. That's how you had to say that about Diddy, bro. Like, the nigga was just nasty, bro.
Freaky ass nigga.
Bruh, I mean, he was a cuck.
For sure.
This nigga wore a mask, a bandana, a mask, and a beanie. So motherfuckers ain't know who he was. He was talking through the TV like God, telling them what to do. Like,
but you notice in none of these testimonies, nobody said the nigga was jacking off. None of that.
I could have swear she said he was over in the corner masturbating.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, she said it, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know the other girl from was it Diddy Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Came and said she really when he was dealing with her, like, she really didn't think it was gonna be no big deal because it was the size of a Tootsie Roll, nigga.
The Tootsie Roll, the Tootsie Roll.
I was thinking of that song when I was just saying it.
The crazy thing about all these disgruntled employees, I don't believe none of them. Y'all disgruntled employees. Yeah. Y'all say anything. Y'all do anything. At this point, it's been 20-some years and y'all ain't said nothing. Come on, I'm not buying it.
I'm ready to go 1,000 directions on this subject, but let's stay on Diddy's situation.
I'm not buying it.
But I mean, we done been around a lot of strange motherfuckers in that respect. We might not have seen them do what they do, but we know what they did, type shit. And
facts.
Diddy was a person I would rather look at for who he was before he got motherfucking put out there like that than to look at him like that now, because now it makes me think of Diddy like the man with the big lifted up suspension truck that was compensating for something he didn't have.
So let me ask you this: can you separate the artist from the man that might be who he is now?
I'm sorry, R. Kelly fucked it up for me, so no, I can't. I can't. Like, you did what you did. Like, this stuff, none of this stuff we should know. I'm waiting on them to get to the stuff to why he's in court.
Yeah, let me say this. Let me say this about Diddy. Is Diddy a freaky ass nigga? Absolutely. Is he a fucking abusive ass nigga? Absolutely. Is he manipulative? Absolutely. Is he a sex trafficker? I don't know.
The only ones that can really claim that would be the escorts, and they was all dudes. They not gonna sit up there and say Diddy did that. It's a machismo thing when it comes to that shit, bro.
Is this a RICO? I don't know. Is he a kingpin, killer, gangster, mob boss? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like think about this, dog. Think of all the shit we heard before the trial started. We heard about kids being sex trafficked. We heard about people getting killed. We heard about Tupac and Biggie. We heard about tapes with Beyonce and Jay-Z and President Obama, and we heard about that. We heard about him poisoning Jamie Foxx. We heard all these things, and none of them have been true.
and that's why I wanna roll over into Jaguar right now, bro.
Oh God!
Do you remember when she said she was smuggling girls out of the well, not smuggling, sneaking girls out of the free golf?
Yeah.
Now, don't we know now the free golf was between 3 people at any one time?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. We all thought the freak offs was these crazy orgies where these celebrities was coming to these parties and everybody was fucking. No, it's Diddy,
And they say,
Cassie,
don't go in that room.
and the Craigslist escorts they was getting, which is crazy that they was hiring Craigslist. Yo, these niggas was. I ain't gonna lie, for Diddy and Cassie, that was a crazy lineup.
No, bro, Diddy kept it real. He like, I'm not about to spend all my money on your habit because 100, he did that for her.
I believe that. I don't believe he did it for her. I think both of them was into it. I think what happened is Diddy wanted to keep the freak offs happening, and you got to tell Diddy no. When Diddy want to party, you got to tell him no. I feel like Cassie didn't want to tell him no because she wanted to please Diddy. And, at the time, she was, being controlled by a bunch of situations and she didn't know how to get up out of it. But do I think those freak offs was all Diddy? No. Do you think that?
He really didn't benefit off of it.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Diddy made her do those things?
From the text messages? Hell no. Bruh, but
do you think she was doing it because Diddy had the bread and had the power and was financing her lifestyle at the time?
I believe he was financing her lifestyle and he was financing her sex life. That's how she wanted it done. Like, did she once say she didn't want to do it outside of when they were doing it? I mean, while they were doing it, it was outside of it. But the only thing she sued him for was her getting beat up in the hallway at the hotel.
Yeah, cause I'm really sitting here trying to think of and I ain't in Diddy's position of power. I don't got Diddy's money, but I don't ever remember talking a chick into a threesome that she didn't want to do.
Bruh, I ain't never talked a chick into a threesome and I got sloppy seconds.
Yeah,
I never included another dude.
And she was hitting the escorts after the fact without Diddy fucking on them.
But the escorts was hitting him. Well, he was hitting them.
Wait, who was hitting who?
The escorts was hitting Diddy too.
The escorts was fucking Diddy?
Yes.
I haven't seen nothing about him having sex with any of the escorts.
Okay. You might want to go through the court transcript.
I gotta peep that because that was my next thing I was gonna say is there hasn't been anything about him being gay. Just a supervillain cuck.
I guess bisexual.
Soundbite.
You got that in
Diddy. Diddy is a supervillain cuck.
He is. That carry a gun.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. carrying a gun and being Diddy at the time when he was Diddy, I would have a fucking gun too.
But Diddy shot the chick in the eye at the dang on 4040.
I would have had a gun around that time too. And let me be clear, because I know people gonna hear this and try to talk my shit. I think this Diddy situation is 70% Diddy and 30% Cassie.
My percentage weighs more with Cassie.
And I don't even think on some go to jail shit. Like, of course Diddy was Diddying, and of course, he is who he is, so it's very easy for him to manipulate a situation. But do I think Cassie's 100% innocent in these things and was pressured into these situations? Not at first.
But when we go down this witness, the people who testified list, we're gonna come back to whether it was Cassie or whoever. So that's
did it. But you got to think, we already like deep into the trial, and I ain't really heard nothing to make me say, God damn, what the fuck? Like, I feel like all the bad shit we already heard, and it was all propaganda. Cause now it's stuck in our heads of what we heard, and really the only fucked up thing we saw was the fucking hotel video.
And that's the only fucked up thing we saw. But the only believable shit out of the initial shit was just how he was acting that day. He was telling Justin Bieber about the mansion and a Lamborghini when he was 14 or some shit like that.
Well, even Justin Bieber came out and said, hey, he was the big homie.
Yeah, I mean, because Usher didn't say nothing. I believe Usher saw grown-up shit happening. That's it. Because that's like your big brother taking you somewhere and just showing you, what the fellas do type shit.
Yeah, like even the Kid Cudi situation, like
he was a bitch.
But we was all led to believe that the car got blown up. It was this, and then we see the pictures, and it's a hole in the sunroof and a burnt seat. Like,
and then they said it was a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, nigga, I'm thinking the explosion from Casino when the nigga got in the pink Cadillac. I'm thinking some shit like that.
How about the explosion on the strip when the pimp was running from the one dude and hit the cab, nigga? You know what I'm talking about.
Then what's his assistant Capricorn Clark said he kidnapped her and threatened her. I feel like that is what they're going to try to tie to RICO to.
Well, that's going to be in question too, because Capricorn liked Diddy in that way. She liked Diddy, and and she admitted it. You know what I'm saying? And with her saying that, that's not gonna weigh too good with her. Plus, she got fired twice. She worked for him 3 times.
You know what they used for the Molotov?
Baby oil, man.
They used they used a 40-ounce bottle of Old English and a designer handkerchief.
It sounded like motherfucking Mac 10 did it there, nigga.
And then Diddy said, "Take that."
Take that. That's my favorite phrase now, dog. Take that.
40-ounce and a designer handkerchief is crazy.
But you see how they said they destroyed the fingerprint card on the arson?
Yes.
So that makes me think that he had something to do with it but no, I keep wanting to say because they say Diddy had that power, but they said Diddy had a lot of shit that it's just not, the prosecution has not put that case together yet, if they gonna put that case together. He ain't did the shit that is RICO that everybody saying he was doing. Like, if you go by what everybody said with all the rumors, oh yeah, put Diddy in jail.
Man, all I've seen so far that this case has told me is that Diddy has a crazy pattern of abuse, mental and physical. And he's not being tried for any of those things because he already settled out of court with Cassie. So if this trial was based on that, he's locked up. But it ain't.
Yeah. Well, me personally, I wish I had a couple personal assistants to go on social media with me to respond to every video in the past that said, put out the freak out list. Oh, they said, Denzel Washington, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like this my point, dog. Everybody that was on Epstein's plane didn't know what Epstein was doing.
yep,
You feel me?
yep.
Like everybody at them freak offs didn't. I mean, at a Diddy party didn't know Diddy was doing all this crazy fucking shit. Like, cause you're not finna share your freaky side with the fucking world. I'm pretty sure his homeboys and the celebrities and Jay-Z and Beyonce and all them other motherfuckers looking at the fucking trial like, what the fuck was this nigga had going on? You're not finna tell Jay-Z, hey nigga, I like for my bitch to get came on and then come rubbing on my nipples
Oh my, bro, I
afterwards.
was about, why you take that away from me? You took my glory from me, nigga. You took my glory from me, bro. That is the most foul act. You gonna tell me that nigga ain't bisexual? That is the most
Does rubbing another nigga come on you make you bisexual? Cause if so, then the hell yeah, that nigga bisexual. Shit.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Does it?
Hold on, but for a fact, you saw in the trial that he fucked another man.
She said we all had sex after blah blah blah.
But they could have just ran a train on her.
I would prefer your version of it, but my interpretation of it is bad business. I ain't gonna say it's bad. That's what he do. That's what he do.
Give me some reasons why you think Diddy might beat the case.
Because ain't no RICO situations in it yet, other than Capricorn. But like even her situation is kind of flimsy because she worked at Bad Boy first.
Okay.
Then she went to Def Jam, I believe. After that, then she ended up working for him. Then she had to tell him when the jury and shit came up missing, like it ain't that, you know. Yeah, I worked there, but it ain't that. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And to have to go there, it had to be something that made him have think about that shit. But hold on, did you hear about Jimmy? What's the name of Easy's dude? Iovine, whatever his name is.
Jimmy Iovine
Told her to stop working with Puff.
Did he? And Jimmy Iovine was his right hand man.
He told her to stop messing with Puff.
Wow.
Show the fuck did. And if it's coming from that man, I'd have left. But let's go back to let me. I got something about Cassie though, bro. Like they were saying, and it was obvious that she played Cuddy and Diddy.
Oh yeah.
But Lauren London was her friend too, because that was Diddy's good friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was asked by her, or asked to her, anybody other than Puppy, who would you date? She was like, oh, well, Jay-Z's already taken.
Interesting.
Well, no, that's what Capricorn testified to. That she said.
This must have been like yesterday.
Yeah, this is very recent.
Damn.
Like I stay up on it from down here. I don't get a lot of shit, but I watch the shit that don't mean shit, that don't make me smarter. Well, yeah, bro, she said that shit. So for me, she was in it for the fame. She knew what she was doing.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying this because I believe this, but I'm gonna play devils. This is the reasons why I think Diddy could beat this case. There hasn't been no hard evidence, just accusations. The accusers could have motive, like they could want to do it for money, fame, whatever the case may be. The defense could poke holes all through their stories. The accusers, all of the accusers that we're talking about, work for him after the fact.
Yep.
That's a key point. He still has a crazy legacy, so some of the jury may not believe what the fuck is going on. The smear campaign and the circus media shit, like you have to be aware that, damn, where's all the shit they said was happening compared to what we're listening to? Like, y'all niggas got escorts coming in here named fucking Terminator, talking about, yeah, Cassie was the one
Was
who
it
was in the
Terminator or was it Penetrator?
Terminator Penetrator. No, Destroyer, wasn't it?
Destroyer. It was something that had something to do with something very violent, like
I feel like
Punisher.
the Punisher.
Yeah,
I feel like the prosecution, they like just, I don't know. I ain't no motherfucking lawyer. Not only that, he settled his lawsuit with Cassie already. He's settling lawsuits probably as we speak, so it's gonna be fewer witnesses and reasonable doubt.
there's a lot of reasonable doubt. They haven't come up with no RICO shit yet, but they're not done. You know what I'm saying? They're not.
Let me ask you this question. What if the Illuminati approaches Diddy in jail and says, we'll let you beat this, but you have to come out as gay, denounce, apologize to whoever you gotta apologize to, come out as gay, and say that this whole time you was a bisexual man and that's why you use Cassie as your muse to watch her fuck other men, and we'll let you beat this case. You think Diddy'll do it?
Yeah, because then he'll win the other crowd.
The LGBT community?
Yeah.
I think if Diddy came out gay right now, he'd up his play a little bit.
Yeah, because all they got to do is say he tried to live up to the standards of the industry he was in, and be women, especially when a whole bunch of these other dudes been outed. He didn't want to. I didn't want my legacy to go like that, but I can't go against the grain. This is who I am. Yeah, they would accept it. Everybody would accept it. You know what I'm saying? Now he wouldn't have. He would probably make it bigger with the other crowd than he would with the one he got now.
Now, if Diddy, now let me tell you the reasons why I think Diddy could be going to fucking prison. Playing devils. I think the overpouring sympathy for Cassie, and not saying that it's not warranted, I'm just playing devils, is a crazy factor on a jury. The timing of her being pregnant is gonna affect the jury. The abuse that she says she endured is gonna be crazy, and I think that those things alone, and not only that, you got to remember that he beat that shootout case too.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think the government letting him beat shit twice.
Shine took that.
Yeah, I don't think they letting him beat the government twice. And you got to think, he was talking that black excellence, black billionaire. We got to do it for us. These crackers don't care about us. That talking real slick. I think they like, we got to get this nigga.
I'm gonna tell you where it really was.
Oh! And what the fuck happened to the chick that was saying that her and Jay-Z raped her at 13? How did that story disappear from Earth?
Because it never happened. Remember, Jay put her on the spot.
Yeah, I know what Jay did, but how come nobody's talking about? Oh, she was lying.
Oh, it's a whole nother chick. Hold on, let's go back to it. But let me do the Cassie thing first about why I feel her whole testimony then worked against everything that the prosecution had going. Yes, she was pregnant, but she was pregnant with the man she was cheating on him with, and she married to him.
Very true.
She answered the phone, and she said it. Answered the phone from his phone call while laying in the bed with Diddy. This is court record.
How you think homie feel? How you think Alex feel?
He got a bitch that got $30 million.
I heard that.
I'm not saying shit, baby. You okay? You need a pillow? I wish I could take them birth pains from you and do it myself. Nigga, I'll be saying everything I need to say. He got me fucked up. But now let's go back. Because I don't know if that's...
Wait. Did you say, do you need a birth pillow?
You want to have this baby in the bathtub or a pool or something?
You fucking idiot.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck it. I'll feed her and the baby with the little baby spoon.
I think the media is controlling the narrative and controlling the story.
They are, but let's go back to the little chick who claimed this, that, and the other. Now, I don't know if we talking about the same one, but there was a little brown skinned girl that said that she was on the table at the freak off, and and she was butt naked on the table. Like everybody's believing everything she said, and then everything she said, something would remotely resemble what she said, and be like, "Oh, such and such said that too." It's a little brown skinned girl with the jacked up teeth that everybody thought that she was a centerpiece on the table at Diddy's freak off.
Wow, that's crazy that a centerpiece at a table
I'm gonna find out who she was. I'm gonna
is the
find out.
key is a key witness now. All I gotta say is where's the Farnsworth Bentleys? Is Diddy taking a stand? You think he taking a stand?
Nah,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I don't think he got to.
I
Nothing
wouldn't.
right now is like it's chargeable. If anything is chargeable, he gonna get time served just from being in jail as long as he has.
And if they started with Cassie, well, they had to because she was pregnant. But I just feel like these witnesses and what they talking about, like the witnesses is literally walking up there saying, "Yeah, Diddy was chilling. Cassie was calling the shots.
Cassie was
I
told
fucked with
Cassie
Cassie
up.
after the fact." Uh, like the testimony from the employees, like I said, disgruntled employees. The disgruntled employees that get on another platform and talk about you, talk crazy, try to discredit you for what you've done for them, how much you've helped them, helped their families, gave them money, paid for shit. They'll discredit you as soon as the spotlight's on them. And it don't even be a spotlight. Like, bro, you got 5 seconds of fame coming up. Shit's wild.
Yeah, let me ask you this: do you think the prosecution ever considered having Jaguar Wright as one of the motherfucking witnesses? Nigga?
No, you know why? Because the defense would love her up there because they would poke holes in all her shit, and then that would discredit them. They probably thought about it, but think about it. It's still a lot of time left. We don't know who the fuck gonna pop up there. Like, what if fucking Jay-Z's a witness? Nah, that would never happen. But what if it's somebody up there that we like? Oh shit, it's gonna go down now.
Yes, it can't go anywhere but up from here because if it don't go up from here for the prosecution, he going home.
Yeah, I think
Gonna
Diddy.
be a
I
lot of
think
scared
from
motherfuckers.
from what I've seen, and I'm not no fucking expert lawyer. I don't know nothing about nothing. But from what I've seen and from what I've heard, the case ain't looking too solid.
It's not, bro.
And I'm gonna say this: if like I said, if we're basing this off of Diddy whooping ass and manipulating and controlling and strong arming some shit, then they got him. But that ain't what this is about.
He only strong on one person, and that was the Capricorn chick, and she just went because she went. Uh, when he showed up at her house with the gun and she took him to Kid Cudi's house. She was a snitch for that shit too. Um,
What if Diddy start dropping names?
all the names been on the stand already. Like, I mean, it would have to be for some big shit that don't nobody know. Cause this
What
would
if
make
one of the accusers recants their statement? What if Homeland Security finds nothing criminal?
he going home. You know what I'm saying? He going home. Like it's just too much that was out there that I believe the defense was hoping was true, but they had to save face and go through with the trial because a lot of that stuff was so convincing. Okay, Jaguar Wright saying this. You got accusers over here. Then you got the one chick that keep making the videos about Puppy, and then all of a sudden she turned into Nostradamus and shit. When they had them California fires, they was like she was saying something's gonna explode in California. I'm like, it was fires in California. That shit's annually. That shit's like a rite of passage for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And let me be clear, I don't give a fuck if this nigga go to jail or not. If just like he wouldn't give a fuck if I went to jail. We just chopping it up and talking our shit on this shit. So please don't hit me with the you're a misogynist and any man that sticks up for I'm not sticking up for that nigga.
You know me.
At the end of the
I'm not.
day, he
I'm not
still was.
up for no freak bitch.
Yeah, he still was being Bob Bauman. I'm just saying Cassie ain't innocent in all this. That's all I'm saying.
Cassie gave motherfuckers herpes.
And let's be clear, Diddy ain't innocent in all this. One more time, Cassie ain't innocent in all this, and Diddy ain't either. But $20 million payout, signed a non-disclosure agreement, and a month later,
Testifying on that nigga.
is wild. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I believe. I believe that she should have to get that back to the state.
What happened to the chick from Danny D. Kane that was supposed to testify?
She did testify.
No, not the white one, Aubrey O'Day.
Well, I don't know about her, but did you see after the what? Somebody Robinson, the dark skinned girl, testified where she was walking from the court. It's like, how big is Diddy's dick?
Oh yeah.
You're like, it's First Amendment. I can say that, right?
And what do you think? You think the celebrities that Diddy fuck with? You think they waiting to see what happens in the trial before they say something, or you think they chilling? Because a lot of people saying that those celebrities ain't saying nothing because Diddy has videotapes of them.
I don't believe he does because that's not the free call.
And not only that, nigga, the feds would have been put that shit out. If they had evidence on a big name celebrity or a little name celebrity or anybody of any type of power or clout, they would have been released that shit. They don't got nothing. All that shit we thought we was gonna get, we didn't get.
What if they doing a rope-a-dope? What if they going slow at the beginning?
Nah.
And then they just, because I don't want to say nothing too soon. I'm gonna keep my feeling now.
They had a 1-800 line if you were ever assaulted by this nigga. You could call a 1-800 number. Do you remember when they put that 1-800 number up? They said that shit was blowing up all fucking day and fucking night for.
Yeah, I couldn't get through.
Oh, nigga, you was the Punisher, nigga?
No, I was at the freak offs when there was a lot of people there before we found out it wasn't but 3 people there.
But think about that, dog. Like, they had a 1-800 number. All these people, they were saying thousands of people are calling. We're getting reports of rape from everywhere. Da-da-da-da-da. Where is all that shit now? Where are the women that was raped? Where are the men that were raped?
Damn, only one that was raped was a little Rod nigga. I think he was mentally raped.
What happened to him? How come he ain't took the stand?
That motherfucker had my last name.
You know why he ain't took the stand? Because he's not a credible witness, and he low key spearheaded all the weird shit.
Well, he did the same thing that Capricorn did and that Cassie did. He stayed in the situation he could have walked away from.
Yeah, like man. Diddy Part 3, man. Is Diddy walking?
Me personally, I believe he is.
Is he getting some parole? Like, is he walking as a free man, or is there gonna be stipulations to this?
Well, can the feds put the DV on him? They can't do that. That's a state charge.
And she already signed off on all that. I think this is what happens. I think Diddy gets 5 to 10, a fine, has to do some classes, has to make public statements saying so-and-so. He's going to give Cassie some more money. He's going to cash out probably 3 of those witnesses. And Diddy's time served, he does 2 years max, if he does any time.
Well, they're gonna get him on something, but not that RICO. And they're gonna not do it all for nothing unless he gonna end up being that. What is their percentage? Win percentage 99 or 98?
Shit, 99 to 98 is still fucking high.
I believe he's gonna be part of that 2% or 1%.
Yeah, I think this gonna be. And not saying that, like I said, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them motherfuckers' name. But I will say that, seeing Cassie's lineup, it's kind of wild. And let's be clear, remember, Cassie cheated on Ryan Leslie with Diddy.
Bro, she What do you call a nipple, bro?
She was a youngin though. She was a youngin. She was 19 and shit, so she was a youngin. So I'll give her that.
She hot in the ass, bro. I mean, you can't even blame it. If at 18, if I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to do it. If I did, I did. And she was hyper with her shit. She was very hyper, and she didn't complain about a lot of other shit, or either she was going through shit to get what she wanted at the end, which was a music career. Can I add another subject to this?
Absolutely, my nigga.
Is Tory Lanez coming home?
No. Tory Lanez finna do that time with them new stab wounds.
Oh man, in the new penal colony, the what is it? Something men's penal colony.
And they just dropped the video, bro. That nigga got poked. That Mexican was fucking him up.
I didn't see that.
Tory was yelling for the CO, help, CO, hey. You know, it's fucked up because I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know who the fuck shot her now. I don't know what the fuck going on.
They say his DNA wasn't on the gun.
Yes, it's too much going on. If that nigga in jail for doing some shit he ain't do, that's fucked up. If Megan Thee Stallion set that boy up, that's wild. But hold on. Let me say this too. If that nigga's in jail knowing he shot her and acting like he didn't, that's fucked up too. That's all I'm saying.
He been pleading his innocence for the longest, but
it's a lot of niggas in jail pleading their innocence and know they shot the fuck out of Pookie.
Well, it's a nigga that said his brother was on a videotape and it was clearly him.
See, I mean, one thing you can't believe is a nigga in prison.
True, but you know, in this day and age, folks is getting put in there and they getting out and they getting paid. Not enough, but they getting paid. But
it's not enough.
It's nowhere near enough.
I had to throw that Kendrick in there, but yeah.
Can I ask you this? Where's that tape that Wack 100 said he had that would get him right out of jail? You know, Wack got tapes on everything.
Yeah, Wack got every tape.
That's all I'm saying. Where's that video that he said he had? And he's not gonna let nobody else. That the one that they released, that's not Wack's, because Wack is not gonna let nothing be released unless he know his name is gonna be attached to it.
Wack got one. Wack got a freak off tape that he just hold in the cut, and as soon as Diddy get free, he gonna put it out.
Well, Wack already had a fucking freak off thing when he was butt ass naked across that damn bed. Gangster ass nigga.
Oh shit!
Niggas like, you act like gangsters don't get naked. I'm like, nigga, they don't do videos naked by themselves, nigga, in some socks.
You act like gangsters don't get naked.
My motherfucker told me that shit. You act like gangster nigga because you know niggas is on the
oh shit
about that shit. And I'm like, bruh, I don't care how hard Wack or what type of reputation he had in California. Get him outside of his element and go one-on-one with him.
So you want the fade with Wack 100 is what you telling me.
A few years ago, I took one with him, but right now...
Y'all niggas the same age.
We're the same age, but I got that surgery on my knee.
69.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga. You 20 minutes younger than me, man.
And Diddy gonna record it.
I'll let you tell it. Diddy ain't record shit. Diddy done with the videos now. Matter of fact, did they even mention anything about him videoing that shit?
That's what I'm saying. Where the videos at? The feds raided the house. All these motherfuckers did all shit. Where is the footage? Where is the content?
Matter of fact, the feds went off of social media because remember they took all the hard drives.
Yeah, where the shit at? You know why I ain't said nothing? Because they ain't find nothing, my nigga.
And you know they got to give their evidence list and their witness list
exactly
to the defense.
Exactly.
And ain't nothing leaked out. And you know what it leaked by now. And they was trying to say, because, you know, Ashton Kutcher is getting divorced from the chick that he was in that 70s show with.
Oh, Mila?
Yeah, they getting divorced. And they were trying to say it's because of the Puffy court case.
Who's that?
Well,
because it was funny, because me and Tracy Ellis Ross, we was just chilling watching. We was watching a little bit of the trial. She wanted me to turn the TV. I said, all right, I'll turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
In a different life. I would probably believe that because I would want it to be me. But you
I got to mention Tracy Ellis Ross every episode.
I'm
gonna mention her every episode until she mentioned the episode.
I want to know why she always looks surprised.
Because she ain't found me yet.
There you go, man. All I know is she always got her eyes wide open like she ain't trying to miss shit.
What's your final thoughts, man?
Well, my final thoughts is, fellas, if you nasty, make sure your girl 100% nasty. If your girl nastier than you, make sure you can put up with that lifestyle. Don't pull up with guns and throwing Molotov cocktails with 40-ounce OE bottles and shit like that.
And if she signed an NDA, don't mean nothing. You still gonna have to pay her.
Yeah, you gonna still pay the bitch. You go to jail, don't crack, and don't snitch.
Don't drop the soap.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my whole thing is, especially knowing that the freak off was not like everybody say, social media ain't shit. And definitely don't get your news from TikTok. TikTok is the 99% conspiracy and motherfuckers repeating shit they heard that's conspiracies.
Clickbait.
So yeah, it's clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the hate when it comes to the sports, because they perpetuating that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese shit. But I don't like Angel Reese because she feed into the bullshit and she act out, and I don't like that shit. Shador Sanders is the shit.
Okay. Shout out to Shador.
You know what I'm saying? He's the most humble little cat I know, even though he getting judged on how his daddy is. And it shouldn't be like that because the dude is not his daddy and he's nowhere near his daddy. Right. That's all I got to say. And don't be sitting in corners, flipping the meat. That's nasty.
Don't be sitting in corners beating off why nigga named Destroyers destroying your chick.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Hey man, this the infamous,
Tootsie Roll.
This the infamous Riding Out All Day podcast, man. Shout out to my nigga Reg for coming on the pod and fucking with your boy.
Thanks for having me from the second world ass country, bro.
As you know, I'm a solo artist now, so on the pod, solos. We'll have Reggie back. The niggas always invited whenever.
Yeah, have me back again, man. Sooner than later, bro. I don't do shit but drink beer all day.
And live that married life.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, this the Riding Out All Day podcast, and we out.
Tootsie Roll, holla.